Welcome back to our 100% playthrough of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim on PlayStation 4. In the last episode, we just got our first home with Hindraheim, and have now made it to the location we were originally supposed to go to avenge Kodlak and get our pieces of Wuuthrad back. So we are here, me and Vilkas, at... let's see here. Where'd it put us? It put us at the Driftshade Refuge, just southeast of Dawnstar. So, let's go ahead and get our bound sword ray. Actually, wait a second. In honor of the lovely lady that left us, Hindraheim, let's go ahead and use her sword coupled with our flames. Basically, the sword becomes an almost instant kill death weapon as long as you set the opponent on fire first. And let's go. Still level 13, so one more and we can finally focus on getting our wife, Mule the Lioness. So, the bound sword did absolutely nothing to these guys, so let's switch tactics a little bit here. So none of them are using magic, so let's stop them in their place and light them up. One down. It's very bizarre, too, because some of them seem highly resistant to magic.
Somebody help!
Where some of them go down really quick. What do you need help with?
Gods, no!
Really? Really, Vilkas? Thought you were supposed to be the best money you can get with companions. Come on now. Do I have to give the title to Ayla? Since he is our partner, we can go ahead and load him down with all stuff that's too heavy for us. And you know this cannot be a Skyrim playthrough and us ignore the actual Skyrim iconic helmet. Dovahkiin, absolutely. Let's go. Again, for now, just take everything. Keep going forward. We'll get to a point where the stupid stuff we can just throw in a box somewhere when it gets unmanageable. Soul gems, so we know we'll have to use our soul acquiring bow before too long. My sense of navigation is entirely mixed up here, because this is where we started. Now we want to go off to the left. The starting area goes straight, but then where? Okay, another path to the left.
What was that?
Nothing. Okay, maybe something. Don't worry, got him cornered for you.
Lock it there, brother.
Okay, let's get the Jazargo lookalike out of here. Fans who know. And anything interesting? Uncommon taste? Not a skill book. Let's go. Anything over here special? Wisp Mother, also not a skill book, but we do have some potions. And no unique writings to speak of. So let's continue on our way. Destruction definitely seems like one of the hardest skills to level up. It seems like it takes a very long time for it to have much impact. However, I do know from things I've seen online, some of the late level destruction spells look like they get absolutely insane. Sleeping on the job, are we? Wakey wakey. Time to lay back down. You've had a tough day. Well, we will just take all your goodies. And if you wake up, you can explain to everyone else why they're missing. Let's carry on. In the chest, take all the goodies and let's throw out what we know we don't want to keep because it's just clogging up inventory space. So stuff that has pretty much no value at all. Usually that's going to be in miscellaneous. Again, we don't care about leather right now. All these little odds and ends and trinkets and stuff, they can all get out of here because they do take up quite a bit of weight. Mammoth tusk can sell for a bit, but let's be honest, there are better ways to get money, considering the weight of it. And that backed us off a little bit, not to what we want. Now, is any of the weapons something that doesn't hold a lot of value? 50, 10, so those can go. Basically anything under 50 we'll throw out, because we know it can be better. Like the silver swords sell for a good amount. Steel, not so much. Let's go. Their weapons look so much alike, I can't tell who's who. So let's keep in mind we have someone sniping in this tiny room. And let's show them the door. Preferably as fast as possible.
Like the bite of a flea.
We're going to make them pay.
And that's what you call good double team. Take everything and move it along. So based on what we know about the game, anytime we see one of these locked areas, there's got to be a switch somewhere to unlock it. It's usually within eyes shot of it, not always. It would really do wonders to have the candlelight spell right about now. I think we do have a torch somewhere that we can use. There we go. Because most likely, yeah, the switch is right in front of our face and we couldn't see it. Alright, moving on to the cellar. This doesn't seem like an overly large dungeon, considering they stole Wuuthrad.
Huh?
Yes, are you confused about something? Did I somehow confuse you? You've seen me, Vilcus. Come on.
Is someone there?
No. No one's here. Just the mice.
Now you're mine.
Guy hit me first. Well, that's a funny way to die. So, let's move it on. Obvious switch is obvious. Let's just walk around that. Check the door. The higher the lock, the faster it'll raise your lockpicking skill. So anytime you have lockpicks, always make sure to try your hand at whatever lock you come across, because every little bit helps. Lockpicking skill is kind of a slow burn. So there was a locked up werewolf in here, and it looks like that was it. We almost hit it. Let's move along. Again, anything that's worth at least 60. Looks like our helmets are. They're just too iconic to pass up. Starting to feel a bit ominous. Anything silver is worth a ton. So let's go ahead, drop whatever we need to keep ourselves moving. Ideally, that's not worth a lot of money. Like, at the end of the day, iron is just iron. All the hide stuff, it's light, but it also isn't worth much. Same with the fur. Fur is very valuable in survival mode, which we're not doing. So let's continue on. If we did this on survival mode, we'd be here for 10 years traveling back and forth.
I'm going to put you down!
Because the carriages can only help you so much.
I know I heard
Over
something.
here!
Gee whiz, I can't even turn my back without you all getting into a fight. Sniper, stop sniping. And looks like we're in the frozen cavern now. So I would imagine this werewolf is not to be on our side if we let him out, but, you know, potentially facing a life-ending werewolf versus slightly leveling up our lockpicking skill, I think the risk is worth it. That's kind of what I figured. But luckily, we got the Wolf Slayer himself there on the job. Vilcus, do something. Maybe there's a reason we're finding all of you all dead. You can't even be civil about things. Jeez.
Never should have come here.
Really? Come on.
What you want?
That's the kind of crap I would expect out of the guards. Or Whiterun. That works. Looks like Jizago 2.0 has some friends. And don't worry, if you're worrying if he and I will be friends, you better believe it. One day.
Someone there?
No, no one is here. You hear the wind.
Easily watch it there, brother.
You feel the burning tickle of a crazy evening. We are feeling an unfortunate arrow to the knee. someone we can't see. Oh me, oh me. Oak Flesh, get that alteration up, and let's go in, all guns blazing. Move to immobilize. Unless Vilcus took care of it for us. We kinda can't see. Okay, he took care of it. I don't even know where the archer was. But that was good. Alright, moving on. It feels like we should be getting near the end of this one. Driftshade Refuge. Well, we know how to end this mission off on a bang. Marker says our battle axe awaits. Let's go deal with the thieves.
You're mine.
And you all are thieves.
Watch it there, brother. Watch it there, brother.
Damn you.
Watch it there, brother.
Feed to get the health back up. And just like that, this mission is done. Go ahead and feed on everything, just to see if there's any more perks we can get on our werewolf tree. Looks like there's none available. So let's go ahead and wait out the transformation. I think you only have to wait like 2 hours. But at this point, time is irrelevant because we're just going to fast travel when we get out of here. There we go. Alright. And here she is. The fragments of Wuuthrad. So, return to your Vasker. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the booty. That is not a skill book, or else it would have a skill icon on the side of it. Food doesn't really matter so much to us. Now this, I believe, is a skill book. It's kind of hidden in the shadows. And that'll increase our block skill. Coin purse, it looks like 2 skill books? No. Just a storybook. Take everything so we can go on a selling spree. And since we are overweight, let's see if there is anything that we can upgrade just to clear out our inventory. Looks like the hunting bows. At least one time we can. Let's also check for armor. Steel helmet, and that's it. So at this point, anything that is pretty much valueless, go ahead and toss in there, aka the fur and hide armors. That way we maximize what we can actually sell when we get back to Belethor. And of course, that's to put us back overweight. You're pretty much a container. Let's just throw the stuff we don't care about here. Again, we're mainly targeting things with value under 50. Because what this value says is not what we're going to get for it. Unfortunately, because of our speech skill, it'll actually be less than this. So we want to make sure whatever we're selling has the highest potential value going into it. we are somehow still way over. So let's go ahead and drop all the food, because all that stuff has low value. Any books that are not quest specific, they can go. And lastly, if there's a random junk here that is still weighing us down, wolf pelts, it looks like we're gonna have to get rid of at least some of the weapons. So at this point, looks like the cheapest one we can get rid of is gonna be the bows. And now we're back in weight. Hit the crossbar, and let's get back to base. So back up the stairs, climb the bazillion sets of stairs we used to get in here. And just like that, we are one step closer to home. So let's go ahead, make our way back to base. So find ourselves Whiterun, jump to highest point up at Dragon's Reach.
The others have probably prepared Kodlak's funeral by now. Come up to the Sky Forge to pay your respects.
You got it. Purity of Revenge complete. Glory of the Dead. Now, I actually didn't know Kodlak's funeral was the start of a completely different quest. So with that, we'll go ahead and cut it here, and we'll
Heard
go
about
ahead.
what you did, killing those foul witches. Well done, companion.
Thank you. Even though you said I smelled like dog before. Because that starts a new quest, we'll go ahead and save it for tomorrow's episode. Again, I'm going to try and keep these to morning releases each day of the week, so we have ourselves a consistent schedule. And we will go ahead and attend Kodlak's funeral from there. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next time with Glory of the Dead as we finally see what can be done now that we are sending Kodlak to the other side.